Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're looking into something pretty wild. We've got some sources talking about this AI assistant that OpenAI is supposedly working on.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Operator, and it sounds like it could be a real game changer.
I know. I've been seeing the rumors flying around about this
Yeah,
stuff.
we're going to unpack all that and
Yeah.
trying to figure out what we can
Yeah.
from the sources we've got
Yeah.
about how this thing actually works
Yeah.
and what it could mean for all of us.
For the future.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, are you ready for an AI that can book your flights,
Oh, wow.
schedule your meetings, even write code for you?
That's some next level stuff.
Right. It's like having a personal assistant,
Right.
but way more powerful. So let's dive in and try to understand what Operator is really all about.
All right. So from what I'm gathering from these sources, Operator, it's not just another chatbot. It's not just Siri or Alexa on steroids.
Right.
It's supposed to be able to actually control your computer.
Uh-oh.
Like it can interact with websites, open apps, move files around.
Wow.
I mean, the possibilities are pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's what they mean when they say AI agent.
Exactly.
It's not just reacting to your commands.
Yeah.
It's actually taking steps to complete tasks on its own. So how does it even work?
Well, that's the million-dollar question.
Right.
The details are still a bit fuzzy,
Okay.
but it seems like Operator is going to be built on top of some seriously advanced AI models that can understand natural language, learn from your behavior, and even anticipate your needs.
I mean, I gotta say, it sounds a little too good to be true.
Yeah, I hear you there.
I mean, I'm excited about the potential here, but I'm also a little skeptical.
Oh, for sure. It's healthy to have a little bit of skepticism. I mean, we've seen these big AI promises before.
Right.
And they don't always live up to the hype.
Exactly.
So it's good to temper our expectations a little bit.
So you're saying this might not be the revelation
Yeah.
everyone's making it out to be?
Well, I think the potential is definitely there.
Yeah.
But AI still has a long way to go before it can truly replace a human assistant.
What kind of challenges are we talking about?
Well, one of the big ones is accuracy.
Okay.
I mean, AI can be great at understanding patterns and following instructions, but it can also make some pretty silly mistakes if it doesn't have all the context.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And then there's the issue of understanding those nuanced requests. You know, the ones that a human would just get, but that an AI might struggle with.
I see.
And of course, we have to talk about the ethical considerations. I mean, what happens when AI starts making decisions that have real-world consequences?
That's a good point.
Who's responsible if something goes wrong?
Yeah. I mean, some of the sources even mentioned the potential for misuse. You know, like
Absolutely.
could Operator be used for malicious purposes?
That's a real concern. And it's something we need to be thinking about.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about the big question
Yeah.
on everyone's mind.
Right.
Could Operator actually replace
Yeah.
human assistants?
Well, it's a tough one. On the one hand, I can definitely see how Operator could automate a ton of tasks that assistants currently handle, like scheduling appointments, booking travel, managing emails. I mean, that would free up a lot of time for humans to focus on more strategic, creative work.
Right. I mean, that's the whole idea behind automation, right?
Yeah.
To boost efficiency and productivity.
Yeah, and maybe even make things more affordable for businesses and individuals.
But what about the people whose jobs might be at risk?
You know, that's the other side of the coin.
Right.
If AI takes over all these assistant tasks, what happens to the people who are currently doing those jobs?
I mean, some of the sources
Yeah.
were pretty worried about that.
Yeah, there's definitely a concern about job displacement, and I think it's something we need to address as a society.
So it's not just about whether AI can do the job.
Right.
It's about
Right.
whether it should and what the implications are for the workforce.
It's a complex issue, for sure.
But even if Operator is super efficient, will people actually prefer interacting with a machine over a human?
That's a great question. I mean, there's something to be said for the human touch.
Right.
Like, sometimes you just want to talk to a real person who understands your needs and can offer that empathy and emotional intelligence.
I mean, think about it. If you're planning a big trip, you might want to bounce ideas off a human travel agent.
Who's been there and done that.
Or if you're dealing with a sensitive personal matter, you might feel more comfortable confiding in a human assistant.
Absolutely. There are some things that AI just can't replicate.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you wonder if maybe instead of replacing human assistants, AI could actually enhance their capabilities.
I think that's a very real possibility. You know, instead of seeing AI as a threat, We could see it as a tool that can help assistants be even more effective.
Yeah, so maybe it's not AI versus humans, but AI and humans working together.
Exactly. It's about finding that synergy between human and artificial intelligence.
So what would that look like in practice?
Well, imagine a scenario where your AI assistant takes care of all the routine tasks,
Okay.
like scheduling, booking, filtering emails,
Yeah.
all that stuff. And then your human assistant steps in for the more complex or sensitive matters.
That makes sense.
So they could focus on building relationships, providing strategic advice, and really going above and beyond for their clients.
So it could be a win-win situation for everyone involved.
I think so.
All right, so let's bring this back to you, our listener. What do you think about all this?
Yeah.
If you had access to an AI assistant as capable as operator, how would you use it? Would you embrace it fully, or would you still prefer a human touch for certain tasks?
It's definitely something to think about.
Yeah, and we'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. So let us know in the comments
Right.
or on social media. It's a fascinating topic.
Yeah.
And we're just scratching the surface here.
And it's only going to get more interesting as AI continues to evolve.
All right, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.